Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Survival Mode. Last time, well, we headed over here. We're actually in the Ticonderoga safe house right now. And what a lovely view we get from that as well. And I said that today we were going to start our next big journey north. We've kind of got the Lost Patrol and the Secret of Cabot House to do. However, small change of plan, because I realised this is going to be the last part that I make before Far Harbour actually comes out. And as you've probably seen, there is a vote video currently that should have already kind of come out. I think I put it out yesterday, at the point when this video is live, basically saying which character do you want me to run Far Harbour for the first time with. And just in case you decide it's going to be Grill's Bears, I don't want Grills to be, you know, off in the middle of nowhere miles from anything. I'd like Grills to be nice and central. So I'm going to do something else I need to get on with today instead. And that is, you know what, remember like, I think I like had a son or something I was looking for? I'm going to go see if we can find him. Not before we finish looting, of course. So today we're going after Kellogg indeed. We'll head to Fort Hagen, we'll fight Kellogg, we'll sort all of that business out. I'll also ring this bell because it amuses me. Though I'm going to go down on foot because there's a ridiculously large amount of really good stuff just kind of downstairs dotted through the building of Ticonderoga. I've no idea why, given like none of these assets seem to really ever be like used for anything again in the future. But yeah, there's just like tons of unused space down here with loads and loads of good stuff. Now, going back this way is actually not a terrible idea in general. I know it seems like I'm kind of doubling back on myself, but it's actually not too bad. Because if I go back this way, it's also a good opportunity for me to swing by the Old North Church and turn in the end of Boston After Dark to Carrington. And hopefully, therefore, pick up something like a jackpot quest, which might be up north when I'm about to head north anyway. Now that could be very useful indeed, because jackpot quests are ultimately how you get Ballistic Weave, and I'd like Ballistic Weave as soon as possible. Though, I have just walked past something called a Science Centre gift shop. And it's called the Science Centre gift shop, so I'm going in. And we've got a friendly Mr. Handy in the Science Centre. So he's basically got nothing but junk. He's just a random junk salesman. Well, I'll take the odd thing he's got. I'll take a baseball, which is an excellent source of cork and leather, which a couple of things I very often find myself a bit shy on. And like a great many people, I think I forgot to mention this when I was actually covering our Wasteland Workshop. Ever since Wasteland Workshop got installed, merchants are vastly more likely to carry shipments of concrete, so you can do concrete building. It's also really damn cheap next to kind of other shipments. So yeah, 100 concrete for 275. So if you want to do concrete building, it's actually pretty cheap and easy to do, which I know might have seemed like a problem initially, because like there's not that much concrete in the world normally. And indeed, we're already past that little kind of soft shell Mirelurk that I actually killed earlier with the sniper shot. So yes, we're pretty much back to where we started. We've come a nice, easy, full loop. So I'll just cross the bridge and head back to the Old North Church now. So just a few raiders between me and here. The raiders around Pickman's Gallery, actually, though I see no reason to do the Pickman's Gallery quest on this occasion. So I'm just going to quickly nip in here now. Alright, Carrington, here you go. Butcher's Bill, something I am literally in no way interested in. Now, he's just put me over capacity, but that's fine, because I just picked up a load of leather stuff from the raiders outside, so I'm just going to kind of field scrap that nice and quickly. So if we just kind of break down all this stuff now, that's all fine, because yes, the base leather weighs a lot less than the pieces. Ah, I can add some pockets to my assassin shadowed leather left leg. I will gladly do that. Now let's see if Pam's willing to give me a quest. And there we are, Mercer Safe House Outpost Zimonja. I'll be passing by that way in the not too distant future. Glad to get that done. Now, I believe that one actually needs to be done first before we can do any of the jackpot from her. So yes, let's just get this going, because Ballistic Weave early as possible is a good thing. So with that done and a whole bunch of junk that I've kind of brought out of the Railroad HQ, I now just kind of swing back round the river. This will conveniently bring me right back to my base on my way round to Fort Hagen. This way should be relatively safe. There's one raider camp I can kind of skip behind, which shouldn't cause too much of an issue. But yeah, as a general rule, if you're actually like right on the waterfront, you're not doing too bad. You should be fairly safe. So straight behind that raider camp that's kind of at the bridge there, they didn't even realise. Charles View Amphitheatre again. Oh, actually, don't know if 100% safe. Yep, doesn't seem to be hostile to me. Beautiful, even though I did kind of, yeah, release that guy's would-be girlfriend. But luckily he doesn't seem to hold a grudge. Ah, yes, I did forget. There is one super mutant up on the highway this side. Luckily, he is long since dead now because I shot him with a very, very powerful bullet. I believe he's on his own. He's got a chance of having a missile launcher. I don't know if it's guaranteed. I'll nip up and check. Yes, indeed, guaranteed missile launcher by the looks of it. Every time I've run into this guy, that's what he had. Also, a couple of interesting little touches. The super mutant up here on his own actually had a sleeping bag with him, which, you know, kind of makes sense that a super mutant out here on his own would actually have to have something that he sleeps in. Admittedly, I'm not convinced that that fits into this, but never mind. And also, a gore bag not yet finished. A gore bag that he was just preparing. He was just killing a few extra people to finish off a gore bag. Very, very nice. So, nice, easy, safe run back home here. No need to worry about anything at all. Yeah, like, the safest way to go is to swim in the water if you have Aqua Boy or Aqua Girl. But honestly, if you, like, just stick to kind of the riverfront, for the most part, you can run kind of straight from here, where you're entering Boston pretty much from the first time if you're kind of coming from Oberland Station direction, which I think a very many people who are kind of new to the game will do, because that's kind of the way the game pushes you. Kind of pushes you, like, over to Ten Pines Bluff, down to Corvega, back to Sanctuary, over to Oberland Station, then kind of here to Backstreet Apparel. So you kind of enter Boston this way. So, like, but if you kind of just go along the river, you can kind of make it, like, I think pretty much all the way to the USS Constitution, running into barely any trouble on the way. So, yeah, very nice, easy way to travel about. And while I'm passing through the new and improved now with a roof garden thing, Hangman's Alley, of course, every time I'm passing through, come through here, do some harvesting. Admittedly, harvesting when there's like 9 of them all in one thing can be a little bit on the tricky side, especially when there's a ledge right there as well. So just kind of, you know, walk through them and just sort of hope. Potatoes are a lot easier to get up, mind. Then head downstairs. Grab any empty bottles you've got out of your junk. This is why you want to be picking up some empty bottles. So I got 6 of those right here. Don't even need all of those. 3 will do just fine. So 3 empty bottles. Fill those 3 bottles up now because I don't want to necessarily actually have to eat into my water supply. Instead, I just want to have, yep, some extra free purified water. And this here is how you turn 3 bottles and an existing farm into a ridiculous amount of adhesive every single time. To the extent where at some point I'll probably want to stop picking up Wonder Glue and stuff like that because it will just stop mattering. It will actually kind of, you know, it won't be an efficient use of my carry capacity. So at this point, yeah, purified water 13, potatoes 9. So I'm actually a bit short of potatoes. So if I like need some more potatoes at some point, I may need to do that. There we go. So now that is, yeah, 15 adhesive done, just like that. I've got 18 corn, 18 mute fruit, so I've got some spare of that, which means what I should actually do is pick up some more potatoes. Next time I'm kind of passing by somewhere that's got potatoes, I'll pick up some more. And what I'll also do is I'll store the excess corn and mute fruit so I'm not carrying it around. Sad thing, by the way, you can't actually build a fridge that functions as a container. In fact, I'm not sure if fridges are even allowed to function as containers in this game. I think that's Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas only. In this game, fridges are just like assets that you open up, but, you know, they don't actually act as storage, which is kind of a shame, actually. I would like having a fridge because I could store food in a fridge and it would feel like, you know, appropriate. Instead, I'll just have to make do with this here cooler. Actually, you know, I can get rid of most of this right away. I'm really not going to be needing it. Like, I'm only going to use that in absolute emergencies. Keeping 5 on me will be just fine. Red X I'll use a little bit more commonly, but I certainly don't need 17. Let's just dump some of that away in my chem box. But the most important thing of all, I've actually got enough spare capacity to build myself a cat cage. I got 2 bits of soft shell myelite meat. One off that super mutant, one off just being around. So, next to... We'll have I like this. We'll have the dog house and we'll have the cat cage. And we'll put a cat cage right there. Yes, I know how cages work. Thank you very much, game. Does indeed need power. Don't forget that. Alright, 1 powered cat cage. That will get us a cat who will be our pet cat. Very, very good. And as people were asking me for water, and as I want to check whether one of these things did indeed produce purified water that got dumped straight into the workshop, I'm also going to build one of these here water pumps. Just hop over the top. We'll build a new thing at the back here. There we go. 1 traditional water pump. I'm actually just going to move this just a little bit forward so, like, you know, I can still actually get behind it and whatnot. Though I do need a tiny bit more defense as well, just due to the fact that I'm getting ever and ever higher. Yeah, there we are. 18 food, 13 water, so 31 defense is fine. Though, just to be sure, because I can't remember whether the calculation demands defense be higher or equal to water plus food. Just going to put this extra thing down here that, yes, you will indeed also be able to go up to. So, yes, extra 2 defense there, 33, because Sheffield is allowed to cover both of these simultaneously, so we've just got a little extra 1 there. Now the settlement is definitely 100% safe. Ah, what the heck? I just fell ill from parasites. This is a clean bed under a roof. What the hell? Oh, never mind. Wait, parasites? Parasites is... Yeah, parasites you do get from sleeping. That's annoying. Fine, whatever. Okay, well, I've got some water right here, so I can just take the antibiotics straight away. Antibiotics, the only thing that goes wrong with you from that is the water, so I can immediately drink myself up. I mean, honestly, that's a little bit kind of too easy to deal with. I'd almost, like, prefer it if, like, antibiotics worked like Radaway, where it gave you, like, an ongoing, like, thirst would climb really, really quickly. So as an ongoing basis, you'd need to drink more for a while. I think that would kind of work a bit better. Meanwhile, we've got a ton of mutt chops on account of killing those dogs previously. We're properly fed. Right, everything's good. Let's be on our way. Out into the incredibly misty world. Beautiful. Luckily, the road out to Fort Hagen, if you're willing to kind of sequence break, and I'd strongly recommend you do, because, yes, the way that the game takes you is kind of stupid and brings you past bears and all sorts of nonsense. So it's a much better idea to... Whatever's going on, it doesn't involve me, it's fine. Yes, there's clearly someone deciding to shoot someone, but... Oh, hello! Oh, no, it's the bloody Rust Devils. They're here. Right, okay, well, let's go for your torso, as it apparently does more damage. Critical. Lovely, you're going to go down very quickly. Okay, so we've had it confirmed. The Rust Devils are indeed on the map, and you are here as well. We'll get you down. Luckily, they don't seem too tough yet. In fact, actually, they seem to be low-leveled ones. That's fine. I thought they were, like, guaranteed to be ridiculously terrifying bastards. Now, where the hell are the rest of them? Danger's not fading to caution, so they're still coming. They haven't... Oh, no. Back to hidden. Beautiful. Fusion cells, though. That's always welcome. Yeah, we've got it confirmed. Rust Devils are now on the map. And if Rust Devils are on the map, that means that Swarm Bots are on the map, too. Which is annoying. Lightweight painted robot left arm. I'm trying to remember, like, whether these are actually any good. How good is the robot gear? Base of 8 and 5. Nah, not spectacular, to be honest. Got a scavenger out that way. Don't know what the heck he's going for, but he's marked as hostile, so he can go down. Does come... Ooh, that was a Rust Devil. I thought that was a scavenger, but no, that was a Rust Devil. Oh, no, wait, no. That's the guy I just killed. There's just another person over flipping here with a Mr. Handy Buzzblade. An all-right weapon, but I personally do not rate it that highly. More flipping Protectron. Oh, this is going to become a common thing. Critical him. This is where those criticals start coming in useful. Nice thing about these guys, though, is they will occasionally just drop fusion cores, which is nice. Robot repair kits. So those actually have weight at this point. I'm guessing that they actually do. They kind of should do. Yeah, 0.1. So, yeah, they kind of work exactly... In fact, that's exactly what a stim pack weighs in this mode, so that's fine. Now, where were you? One of you died over here, didn't you? I thought one of you did. I may have been misseeing, but I thought you... Never mind, leave it be. So there's a fun realization for the beginning of our journey. Yeah, we got Rust Devils and therefore logically also Swarm Bots on the map. Dear oh dear. A couple of empty Nuka-Cola bottles actually at the little kind of place I took the fertilizer from. Now that's actually pretty useful because of course I'm passing by a settlement shortly. I'll be passing by Oberland Station. So I may as well pop there and just convert those into purified water. Yep, here we are. Nice, convenient, easy water pump. Fill up those bottles. Mysterious floating thing behind me. Now let me have a think here. If that there is Sunshine Tidings on the map, then where exactly is Fort Hagen going to be? I'm not 100% sure exactly where it is going to be, but it'll be like in this sort of a region. So if there's a good opportunity to cross at that, what is that? Like a little hydroelectric dam or something right there. I'll take it. If I recall correctly, that area is Ghoul territory. Not too difficult to deal with. Oh, and we've even got a little kind of radio mast to expand. That's nice, though. Be careful of these guys. I feel like this area, whenever there's a radio mast due extend, normally there's something nearby that either is very close by or pops out of the ground the moment you've extended it. And we've got... Ooh! We got Mikey and Moss over there. Well, they're marked in green. Alright, we'll head down to you in a second. Not sure I know exactly what you guys are. We'll check in a sec. One broken down utility Protectron with a railway spike. Because, yes, actually, the utility ones do actually have a railway spike thing. They kind of like have a little mini railway rifle actually built into them. It's kind of cool. And in a moment, we might get some nice new radio signals potentially. There we are. Very, very lovely. I like the animation. I like the flag. The flag looks damn good. Boston City Works and Distress Beacon and a Garbled Radio Beacon. Let's see if any of those are interesting. No, not one of them I can actually make out a clear radio signal there. That's a shame. Now, Mikey and Moss, what are you two guys?
I've been thinking. You can't just put something between two pieces of bread and claim it's a sandwich.
Oh, it's the sandwich philosophical discussion pair. I've run into you two before. It's just last time you were up near the Museum of Witchcraft.
You put that piece of Mile-Lurk meat between two pieces of bread, but it still ain't a sandwich.
Yes, it is. It would be a Mile-Lurk sandwich. So we can, yeah, cross the river. Pretty nice and safe here. I'm not seeing anything else going on. If there was anything too bad, those guys would have panicked and run by now. What else have we got going on down here? Oh, it's like a lock. Oh, that's so cool. I don't think I've ever actually crossed the river at this exact point before. That's really nice. Operations. No, sorry, I'm Johnning. I'm seeing something I don't know what it is, and now I need to investigate. Luckily, this is just one room, so like the Johnning is not going to go on for too long. I say that, but then there's a trapdoor at the back that leads to the reactor level. Reactor level, you say? Well, I've come in here and it's a single room with a reactor in it. I don't know what I was expecting, really. So there's a repeating message on the ham radio. There was an issue with the reactor, needed some sort of manual reset. And I'm guessing... Well, there's no actual skeleton in here, so yeah, I'm not actually sure what actually went on here. Interesting. Just a little kind of like unmarked... Still unmarked area and a little kind of story there. Presumably, yes, just before the bombs fell, there was a radiation problem, but no one actually fixed it in time because the reactor was still leaking radiation there. So yeah, this I really, really like. This kind of, yeah, this massive lock. Though, of course, you know, I think they're more common in Britain than they are in America, to be honest. Yeah, kind of the lock system, but, very, very cool. I wonder if there's something down in that boat. If I could just kind of peek into it, because I don't want to bother going down there, really. And honestly, I don't think there's going to be much. There's nothing down there but that boat, and I can't see anything in it, so I'll leave it be. I don't think there's going to be anything spectacular there. So this is the flooded town that's full of mutated ferns. I've passed through here before, that's fine. So now I know exactly where it is that I've joined up to this area. Perfect. So this area is kind of ghoul central, I recall, so probably want to be a little bit careful here. While I'm passing through, I will grab a mutated fern, if there happens to be one kind of very close by to where I am, because I can give that to the guy, yeah, the druggy guy over in Diamond City, and he'll kind of reward me with just like a handful of caps for that. Yeah, we can stay out of the water, because obviously like the people here have already set this place up quite nicely, which is very, very cool. So I can kind of, well, I could cut through the town. I don't think you even really need to be honest. I think you can just like avoid it entirely. But here we are, Forest Grove Marsh. Get myself a couple of mutated ferns. I think you only need one, but I'll take a couple of spares. I can't remember what else they do actually. I assume they do actually have a use in crafting. Kind of want to not trigger the ghouls, by the way. I really don't want to cause a ghoul. Oh yeah, I think I've already caused a ghoul problem. There's definitely a ghoul that's awake at this point. There's at least one. Hello. Yeah, I kind of shouldn't have done this. This is dangerous. This is me playing dangerously here. I just saw you going this way. I just saw you. Yeah, there you are. Reaver. That's dangerous-ish, but not too bad. Get you up to a critical. Just in case. Let's get you down. We can get up to criticals pretty quickly. If they want to try and charge... He had flamer fuel on him. That's odd. Right, we're in danger at this point. Roma's going down in 3 shots. Unless there's like glowing ones or whatever mixed in here. This shouldn't be too bad. Because the nice thing about being up on the rooftop is I'm pretty sure they have to... Yeah, they have to come up this way. In fact, actually, if they're coming up from the ground, they have to go through there, which I've kind of got an overview of. So... I can shoot at them before they even get up to me, and if they do get up to me at all, they kind of, I think they have no choice but to come via that way. So that actually works kind of to my advantage. Hello, yes, you're the next one, aren't you? You're just a stalker, which is fine, and you're going to go down very, very quickly. Yeah, okay. These guys are not going to be able to get up to me at all. This is an excellent place to try and hold out. Yep, back to hidden. We're absolutely fine, and the way we need to go is definitely up that sort of direction anyway, so we're going in the right direction now. In fact, I think we're almost there. Now, will the game let me grab a quick hour? No. Can't grab some sleep here, though. Still too many ghouls around, so we may just have to kind of just quickly head through this area. Try not to get spotted on the way back out. Ah, I forgot, of course, this was a gun shop back in the day. So on the ground floor of that building that I was just up in, there's an excellent selection of ammo just kind of sitting around there. And some free cloth in the form of money. I love how in this game, money basically exists to make beds with. There's not much you use cloth for. You use it for armor and beds. So basically you're wandering around the Commonwealth wearing a suit made out of money before you go home and sleep in your bed full of money. Marvellous. So head out of there, join up to this path here. Ah, Fort Hagen. Perfect. This is something I think actually a few people miss. The road signs in Fallout 4 are actually genuinely useful. If you know the name of the location that you're actually trying to get to, you genuinely can actually navigate using the road signs. It's very, very good. That's, Fiddler's Green, the trailer park. Stay away from that. That's ghoul territory, and honestly, there's nothing particularly good there. We'll stay on the main road that leads up to Fort Hagen. Perfect. But yeah, I do just find it really, really entertaining that you can actually just navigate using actual road signs if you want to. And it can be a very, very good way of navigating if you're fairly new to the game and all you've got is a location name to work with. I almost kind of wish there was actually a mode where you could actually like turn off the quest marker entirely. And actually, it would be nice if you could turn off quest marker and the map entirely. You just had to navigate just kind of from memory or figuring it out. A bit more like the old school Elder Scrolls games, which used to be like that. Though, in all fairness, people don't generally remember those days fondly. So maybe it's better we don't. Now at this point I've actually got to specifically stop myself taking Wonder Glue anymore. Now that I've got my adhesive farm back in Hangman's Alley, I don't need to worry about adhesive anymore. Adhesive is fine. I need to prioritize other things, like aluminium, in preparation for one day building power armor, for example. That's way more important. Anyway, yes, I do know where there is a guaranteed bed down here, so let's just quickly go and drop a save before we proceed any further. Because in the car park underneath Fort Hagen, over here to the right, there is an abandoned camp. The person here is, yes, already dead, guaranteed. A settler who had a lot of drugs with them. And a Tato! I said I needed a Tato, that's just perfect. Including some actual, there's some rare drugs dotted around here. Oh, and some purified water as well, very, very nice. Do you have them on you, or are they in here somewhere? Jet Mentats. I swear there's a chance of a Daddy-O spawn in here, but maybe it's actually a random chance. Okay, I must have just got lucky in here last time I was here. But yes, in this here drug lab, there is indeed some drugs floating around, together with a chemistry station, if you happen to need to do any last minute of that sort of thing. I'm going to make a tiny bit of buff jet, by the way. I've kind of underestimated it previously. Like, I'm normally, like, obsessed with the Psycho Jet for the increased damage. If you are in trouble and need to make an absolute sprint for it, buff jet is really the best option. Because, yeah, you get the +3 endurance, the extra hit points, the extra action points, and the slow time. So, really, like, if you need to just, like, run for it, buff jet's actually pretty good. So, just in case I run into, like, some trouble, I'm just going to make some buff jet now. And lucky indeed that I did just save, because I just ran into a bloody bottle cap mine. Luckily, bottle cap mines do indeed drop bottle caps, and you can collect them all in one go rather than individually, though I do admittedly find it a little bit odd that bottle cap mines contain bottle caps. When you construct them, you don't actually need to put any bottle caps in. When they blow up, they contain bottle caps. They're just magic bottle caps out of nothing. It's weird. Anyway, we're not going straight into Fort Hagen. Instead, we're heading over here. More frag mines, be aware of those. Yeah, we're heading in this direction to the blood bank. Not because I, like, desperately need the stuff or anything, but mainly just because, hello. Oh, you've decided to land. That's a terrible idea for you. Mainly because there's a huge amount of relatively kind of like low-strength enemies dotted around here. So I'm just going to farm this area for legendaries, because there's a good chance we might get a legendary spawn around here. Just a Radstag doe over there. I'm not going to actually bother with like any of them normally. I literally only want them if they turn out to be legendaries. So hello, you're dead now. None of them should be that dangerous. Even on survival mode, at this point, we should be alright. You see, there we are. We got a legendary right there. Perfect. And then we can get you down. Critical you. There you are. Festering bloatflies. Not even that bad, actually. Luckily, we've got plenty of action points with the deliverer. You go down nice and quick. Level 26 as well. I love leveling up from a legendary. It feels suitably epic. Now, what have you got? Something good, something good, something good, something good. Cunning laminated synth right leg. That's actually not that bad. So agility, yeah, agility on the right leg. Let's check what we got on. I'm trying to remember what the right leg is at the moment. So the right leg right now is strength and endurance. That's actually worth trading out. Oh, but I'll lose some carry capacity. You know what? I feel like I've actually got like a fair bit of carry capacity. I'm at like 290 at the moment. For survival mode, that's really, really good because I've got like so much fortifying and champion stuff. I'm actually going to switch in the cunning right leg, and if I can, I'll improve it before I actually go in. But the thing is, it gives me better energy resistance, and I'm about to go into a world where I'm taking on an absolute ton of synths. So I'd rather have the additional agility and energy resistance than just a tiny bit more endurance. Don't forget to gather the blood bug meat, by the way. Blood bug meat makes blood bug steak, and blood bug steak is actually a really, really amazing healing item. Well worth kind of carrying along. The reason you don't kind of get it normally why it's so good is because most blood bugs don't drop blood bug meat. I just get like most of them dropping one blood bug meat because of the Wasteland Survival Guide. Oh, that thing is so good. It quite frankly like almost deserves to be depowered a little bit. It's actually a bit too good. So head through here, up to the top, drop through the floor, grab the key. I think you know how this area works by now. And then we've got one basic bloatfly. You're going to go down. That's fine. I think there's something else up here as well. One bloatfly over there. One bloodbug hatchling goes down. Yep, fine. Goodbye for you. And one more as well. Yep, fine. So none of these were legendaries. I think you're guaranteed a legendary spawn in the basement, however. I can't prove it, but literally every time I've played this game, I get a legendary spawn in the... Did you just fall through the floor? You utter git. Oh, I think I recognise that colour filter. We're heading into a flipping radiation storm soon. Right, quick as we can, quick as we can. Up here, blood clinic password. I think this is expert locked normally. Let's be really clear though, this is really just for blood packs. I don't think I actually need blood packs for much, to be perfectly honest, because blood packs are normally used for making medicine and whatever. Oh yeah, we're into that area. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to pop some Radex. We'll kind of drink some water later. Yeah, if I go over to the chemistry station, if I recall correctly, like lots of the healing items have kind of been moved into less useful areas. So like things like antibiotics are, yeah, locked to Chemist 1. Stim packs are now locked to Chemist 1. They didn't used to be. I think that is, I'm almost certain that's something that was added for Survival Mode. I don't think that's in the base game at all. So yeah, you need Chemist for that, which I don't have. Refreshing beverage, same deal. Used to be able to just make that, now it's locked to Chemist. I agree with the change. I understand why they did it. I think it makes sense. It's, you know, just a shame because it means like, you know, you can't just go around with refreshing beverages. But, you know, you shouldn't. Refreshing beverages are the best thing. 500 hit points, rads minus 100, all addictions cured, 0.5 weight. This thing was always a bit overpowered. The one thing you could argue is good is the glowing blood pack, which is plus 75 rad resistance for 10 minutes. So in other words, it's a way of getting around the additional kind of thirst requirements of Radex. But honestly, like after the very opening of the game, you should have enough water to go around that you can do the odd Radex without worrying about it. So as a result, I'm going to take like everything else, but I'm not actually going to be taking the blood packs. Main reason I wanted to come here in many ways. The Massachusetts Surgical Journal, Cryotechnology, Haven, or Tomb. Indeed, another 2% limit. I've got loads of those. It's very, very useful that I've picked up so many of them. Now, down we go into the basement. This is where things get a little bit potentially risky. Because, yeah, there might be something over there. That's just, you're a basic bloatfly that appears to be neutral. Hello. Do you mind dying? So in here, I believe there is a guaranteed legendary spawn. That is just a blood bug hatchling. Yep, fine. You're going to go down. But I believe there is, if we just close the door, one over here. Now, something's coming over here. Now, actually, can you, if you're going to just float... Oh, darn it, I almost got VATS on him. Hello? Do you mind coming back over here? I'd like to see what you are. You're just a basic bloatfly. And then infected blood bug. Ooh, you're not legendary. Just by remarkable coincidence, 3 times in a row I came through this building, and 3 times in a row I saw a legendary in this room. And I commented this to people, and they actually said to me, I've seen the same thing. So I'm not sure if there is a heightened chance of actually seeing a legendary in this room, but alright, that does seem to sort of be the case. You were just a normal one as well, weren't you? Yeah, you were just a normal one back there. Beautiful. And then desk fan. Start prioritizing screws. Need desk fan. Need screws. Obviously, another syringe rifle, but there's a much, much easier one to get from that little kind of shot with the fertilizer we passed earlier. The game's playing slightly triumphal music at the moment, as if I've made some sort of wonderful discovery. But no, for me, not actually that useful. Fusion cells, shotgun shells, that'll do. I'll gladly take all of this, mind. And the Radstorm seems to have passed as well. Alright, fine. You know what? I'll take that. I think we got, yeah, kind of one decent bit of legendary gear out of there. That's not a terrible result at all. Now, by coincidence, is there an armor workbench at this here red rocket? Nope, sadly we got a power armor frame and, yeah, weapons, but nothing else, which is a bit of a shame. You know what, it's fine. Even in its base form, it's better at deflecting energy weapons than what I've already got. I tell you what, I've always found those turrets a little bit odd, by the way. They are supposedly hostile, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the bastards see me. They seem incredibly bad at spotting you. By the way, once you get here, I quite like this, by the way. Yeah, once you actually arrive here, if you set reunions as your quest, then the quest marker is technically saying follow Dogmeat. So therefore, the quest marker is pointing at Dogmeat. Dogmeat actually tries to catch up with you. So he'll be along in a minute. But yes, just not quite this second. So while we're just waiting for him to catch up, I'll just quickly level up, as I did get a level up off that legendary. Very nice. Nothing immediately pressingly urgent, so let's get armor moving up. I am actually planning to be needing that relatively soon. So, let's get that moving. There we are. I just had an hour's sleep and Dogmeat caught up with me. Beautiful. I know it's kind of doing the quest backwards, but I quite like doing it this way. There we are. Find a way into Fort Hagen. Obviously, actually, I always say you go in through the basement. There is actually a way that you can do it. Wait, Dogmeat's available to be my companion? No, Dogmeat. Actually, you know what? I've got an idea. Why has Dogmeat got a hard hat on him? Okay, fine, you know what, whatever. Dogmeat, have all of this junk I've got. I'm thinking with portals now. Or at least I'm kind of thinking with portals, because yes, this is, when I say that companions now have limited carry capacity, I really mean it. They cannot carry much at all. But yeah, I've just given Dogmeat all of this stuff here, and basically he's now going to have that, and now Dogmeat, come here. No, we're not done yet. Dogmeat, go home.
Might be best if we split up for a while, boy.
And he is obviously, just like everyone else, going to Hangman's Alley, my main base. Off you go, boy. Now that I've sent him off with that junk, I can actually carry a whole bunch more junk out of here, because there's a load of good stuff in here. Into Fort Hagen we go. Now, for the most part, we're going to want to be doing the Deliverer here, since, for the most part, will have better energy resistance than they have ballistic resistance. So the Deliverer will do an excellent job. Now, let's see if this Protectron's actually willing to fight the Synths on this occasion. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Oh, yes he is! Or rather, I think the Synths decided to attack him, and I'm just going to benefit from that. You're just a Strider. Ooh, Strider's going to go down that easy. 3 shots! Oh, no, sorry, 4 shots for a Strider. Fine, that's still pretty damn good. You can go down to... You're almost dead, so I'm not going to bother wasting a critical on you. Let them come to me. Yeah, that's right. Just pop round the corner, you, whenever you're ready. Come on, where are you? There you go. Just take him out. 1 shot. Nice and quick. Beautiful. He flies off. Completely unnecessary reload. There's going to be a whole bunch of them moving around the corner. Actually, let's get some healing going on here. Take a blood bug stake for additional bonus max HP. There's totally more in this area. Or losing interest. There we are. Synth Strider. Institute Authority. Yep, fine. There you go. You're going to be right there. 95. Basic synth. Gonna go to... Oh, you're... Flipping thing, you utter git. That's so cheating. Fine, whatever. Critical, yeah. Just get you out of the way. Danger, fading. Oh! Something more in that direction then. Hello, who are you exactly? You are here. And you're going to go down. You're a basic Strider. Good, we can actually build a critical against you. 4 shots against him will be... Oh, no, sorry, of course. We're not using the slightly excited pistol right now. Still in danger, mind. Still in danger, but I'm not directly under fire. This all works for me. I'm tired from lack of sleep. You know, I would have thought I kind of got the adrenaline going at the minute, which is nice. Actually, you know what? The nice thing about an area like this, where there's a ton of like relatively weak enemies, is you will genuinely get your you'll get your adrenaline up pretty well. I don't really think about adrenaline much in this mode. It's something that's very easy to overlook, but it really makes a massive difference to how strong you are, and it will make a huge difference in this area because I'm going to be killing a lot of synths. Now, speaking of which, let's start getting up all their pistols, and then we'll drop them all once we're done. All right, carrying on round, having cleared it. Oh no! Oh. Okay. Good. That worked well. Crippled limbs means, of course, I need to actually stim pack, which is particularly annoying because it means you kind of have to, like, double heal, because you have to, like, heal with the stim packs just to get your condition up, but then you also have to heal, like, a second time with the water to get rid of the issues surrounding dehydration. Right, mines. Forgot about the mines in this area. Good. Well done, me. Now, one machine gun turret goes down. Into caution, not danger. I very much doubt they'll be able to track me around here. Take a desk fan. Yes, screws are actually the thing I'm being most short of at the moment. And that's partly my own fault because I know I haven't taken Scrapper and it would potentially be sensible to take Scrapper. But I feel like because I pick up so few guns, generally I just pick them up, grab the ammo and then dump them again. Like, the number of guns I get back is relatively low and I think it's just a bit of a waste. Take a camera, I may drop that later. Alright, we're doing alright for the moment at least. Is anyone right there? No, I don't think so. There we are. Some extra ammo that might be useful. I must have a ton of 45 ammo stored back here. Hello! You're the actual leader. Oh, that works. Okay. Let's just do all the shots in the world to you, Critical M. I'm on fire at the moment. And he's just going to keep shooting me anyway. This is this is a slightly silly fight. He's just shooting me over and over. I'm just shooting him over and over. But how much did Vat's defense just protect me? Quite a bit, actually. There we are. You're still a Strider. Fine. Hello. Hello. If there's one more, I won't use the critical now, because if there's another, I'd like to just critical him to make sure he dies. Low on health already, because, yes, I was in fire for a lot of the time there. It's my last blood bug stake, rather tragically. Now, weirdly, this Synth Strider had a suppressed, powerful 10mm automatic pistol. I don't know why he'd have that, but he did. And that there is the elevator that leads us down to the main area we want to go to, as well as opening up the chain door that would take us back to the first area. And before we go to that, however, I do indeed want to head upstairs. And I'm currently at Adrenaline level 2, so I'm getting plus 10% damage at the moment. Now, there's a few enemies up top here, but nothing too major. One there, one synth heading in this direction.
I am equipped with the most advanced Institute sensors available. I will find you.
He says, walking up to the doorway, turning around, and immediately walking. You're not that advanced, to be honest. Right, you go down nice and easy. Yep, fine. But that might be a sneak attack. Sneak attack. And then, oh, you're a basic synth as well. Fine. You're all fine. And down you go. Bye. Ah, bloody conveniently, a cooking station I can actually use, despite the fact it's clearly not lit, but alright, I'm allowed to cook anyway. Good, that means I can convert that bloat fly meat, but more importantly, I've got 3 blood bug meat for 3 blood bug steaks. Blood bug steaks are amazing, good. And a copy of guns and bullets here as well, which always bothers me because it's clearly got an energy weapon, not a gun on the front, but never mind. Ballistic weapons plus 5% critical damage. Obviously, just build up those criticals. Very, very nice. And as many people point out, a way out onto the roof. This is the alternate way in. I personally don't think it's like any better or worse. It's just, you know, a different way in. Arguably, it's less convenient because if you come in this way, you have to clear out these guys at the top. Whereas if you come by the basement, you can choose to come up here if you want, but you don't have to. So you've kind of got a bit more flexibility. Anyway, down to the basement we go. Call the elevator. You're not going up, you're going down, alright? You always make that mistake, elevator. You can also always open up the hatch, even if the hatch has literally no purpose in existing. It's very, very odd. Ooh, a legendary. Yeah, sure. Screw it. Go for it. Dead. Just blast him through the door. Nice. That's dead too. Anyone else want to come around the corner and just be immediately shot? Because I'm totally up for you all doing that one by one. Obviously, we've got this door here that leads back to the entrance hallway. One laser tripwire to be careful of here. I think there's one guy that can patrol in here. Be a little bit careful in here. There is oil on the ground, so this can kind of catch fire relatively quickly. Where are you? I know you're in here, and from how much the brackets are moving, I'm guessing you're to the left. No, you're not. I'm wrong. Maybe you're to the right. Yeah. The opposite of what I said. Good. Now, what did you have on you, Mr. Legendary? You had a... Ooh. Lucky right leg. You know, I have been thinking if I ran into Lucky Gear, I'd totally go for it. +2 luck. Do I want +2 luck more than I want +1 agility? If I'm using the slightly excited pistol, yes, I do. Because, alright, let's give it a go. Let's see how well this syncs up. To save some weight, I'm just going to drop the fortifying enameled metal right leg. To be honest, like, when I've got the option of +2 luck or +1 agility, I'm never going to go for this thing again. So this thing can just go. Now, I believe, am I lucky enough that there is actually a... No, it's a weapons workbench. I wanted an armor workbench, damn it. Oh, armor workbench. Perfect. Now, that lucky raider right leg, we can definitely do some work to that right now. Right, that caps out at 8 and 8, which is arguably not spectacular. And without, like, leather, cork, rubber, stuff like that, yeah, there's no way we can do anything else to it, unfortunately. So, yeah, 8 and 8 is a little bit disappointing, but I may well be able to accept it, depending on how strong it makes this thing. So I'm going to go back at, oh my goodness, 777 spare bullets. That's just marvellous. To those of you in the comments who have been saying I'm carrying around too much ammo in terms of 10mm transfusion cells, okay, fine. At this point, you may possibly have a point, and I'll think about reducing it a little bit. Alright, down we go. Nothing too bad yet. Now, let's see how well this thing works. I'm just gonna go against this thing, so... Oh my goodness. That is getting me a critical easily every 3 shots. A critical every 3 shots with better criticals. And this thing, where the critical has been upgraded with better criticals and the whole agitated business inside it. That's really good. Okay. This here, this could work. Now, I have made one tactical decision already, which is I could have actually, when I opened up the shortcut back to the beginning, I could have gone and slept for an hour to drop a save. I've not done that because I've decided to prioritise getting hold of the military grade circuit. No, they're quite heavy. I've got enough circuitry for the moment at least. But here we are. Do we have a critical? We got ourselves a Strider with 95% chance to hit. That'll be a sneak as well. Nice and easy dead. What have we got over there? Now, that's got a patroller on my tail. Together with that. Screw it. Critical. Oh, you actually took that. Well, flipping done. Alright, fine. Let him get a little bit closer to me. If they're willing to come and investigate. You're a Strider. Got a 29% chance to hit you. And then, ooh. And then you're the patroller. And then 83% chance to hit. Yeah, done. Just finish him off. Nice, nice. Yeah. Oh, not quite. That's so annoying. It's just shy of doing flipping critical every 3. That's irritating. I really wanted it to be able to get critical every 3 shots. That really takes the benefit off this thing in some ways. Because, yeah, that's kind of what I really needed this thing to do. If it could get a critical every 3 shots, then that would be amazing. Well, in that case, I'm going back to the cunning laminated synth right leg. I'll keep hold of this thing, so I'll just store it back in Hangman's Alley. But, yeah, that's a shame. If I could just get my luck a little bit higher. Critical every 3 shots. We're slightly excited. At that point, I consider that worth doing. Alright, should be 2 guys round here. Oh, no, we just got 1 laser turret. Fine, dead anyway. There'll definitely be a couple of synths in that direction. Don't worry about them just yet. Let them come to me. Alright, I know there's 2 down here, but now I know at least one of them's a basic synth. So you're now not a problem. You know, actually a little bit disappointed with, like, what a small amount of difference going from +2 luck to not +2 luck actually made. I'm actually, yeah, genuinely, like, a little surprised. Ella, oi! Oi, you get. Though, admittedly, he did just hit me and it did basically nothing, so, you know. Be really careful of the laser turrets, by the way. To my mind, they can, like, do way more damage to you than any of the actual bloody synths can. Oh, what the... Fusion core ×4. That's really good, but I can't possibly carry any of it. So, yeah, we're just going to have to leave Fusion Core ×4 there. Fine. We're up to plus 25% damage off Adrenaline, by the way. So that's going pretty darn well. Now, before we go and get something very, very important indeed, sneak down into this corridor. I know there's going to be a few synths in here. And a synth seeker. Don't see them very often, but that's fine. Critical you. And critical number 2. Still like getting 2 criticals in a single round. That still works for me. Now, very important item in the little kitchens over here. But before I go this way, I'm going to leave an item here because I swear the game plays a little trick on you. Right. 1 plasma mine right there. Close the door behind me because I swear the game spawns in. Then just into the back room here and get myself energy weapons bobblehead plus 25% critical damage with energy weapons. Just to make this thing even more ludicrous on toast. There you go. Knew that was going to happen. Knew that was going to happen. You get, screw you, 1 step ahead of you. The game is an utter troll. I don't know exactly what triggers those guys, but certainly when you go into this room at the back, very often you will see these guys just appear out of thin air. And not this time. No, 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 no. Beautiful. And that just even one-shotted a patroller. Very happy with that. Meanwhile, in what I assume is like, you know, the general's room or something, obviously we've got a US covert ops. Very, very welcome. So just a bit of extra sneaky there. Though really I've been underinvesting in sneaky. I need to invest better in sneaky. And with that, we've made it to the final room.
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk.
But before we do that, we of course do have a choice. There's a nice bed here, and we could sleep for a certain number of hours. We could just like sleep for like 1 hour, just to drop a save, and we'd lose a tiny bit of our adrenaline. What's our adrenaline at right now? It must be something pretty damn high. Adrenaline is, yes, currently at rather impressive 7 out of 10. Which I believe is that 35. It's, yeah, 35 plus damage of that adrenaline. So I'm going to drop a single hour here, even though I'm tired, and thus I'm losing a very, very small... Bloody hell, I've got like 1,000 fusion cells. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll store some of this when I get back to base. You have my word. You don't need to panic anymore, people. If you do the kind of like the skipping an hour trick, where you go into a bed, you select 1 hour, then you immediately hammer B after selecting it. Incidentally, time does not pass, but... the way the game kind of makes it not cheating is the game still acts as if an hour had passed for your food and water calculations. So very often, even after you do this, you'll immediately see you are parched from lack of water. So they'll do this and then immediately press that. I feel, oh, you see. And I just got infected. You see, even though I backed out, the game is still basically saying, no, 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 you're not allowed to cheat. Incidentally, is there a working sink in this place so I don't need to bother wasting huge amounts of my own water after I take some antibiotics for that bloody sickness? No, the sinks in this place don't work, but there's a stim pack behind the mirror, that's nice. Antibiotics. I'm thirsty from lack of water, that's not a problem. Got plenty of water here. Back to being fully hydrated. Now what else have I got? I'm already under the influence of food. I'm a bit tired, but that's okay, because what I'll do right now instead is... I will simply pop some Nuka-Cola. I'll take a Nuka-Cola for the caffeine, unless there's one I'd rather take. Nuka Cherry, action points. Do they actually give you benefits to your action points? No, they just restore action points to varying degrees. So that's fine. I'll just take a basic Nuka-Cola, that's fine. I should probably drop a few of these off. These are quite heavy, so I'm carrying quite a bit of Nuka stuff right now. And that's got rid of all of my ill effects. Beautiful. And in we go. Now... there's a few ways we could handle this, but I really kind of want to actually try out one in particular. Which is, of course, of the people in this room, and there are... I know you're there, by the way. Yeah, we got one Strider. Oh, a Legendary! That's nice. That actually works really to my advantage. So we got a Legendary Strider, who's relatively tough. Kellogg, who is the toughest, though doesn't feel like he's that tough, to be honest. I feel like I might be able to even, like, you know, come close to one-shotting him with a single VATS round. If I hit Kellogg with a critical from the enraging shotgun... he will go into Furious mode, and he will go against his synths. At that point, I just run out of the room, he takes care of the synths for me, they do a lot of damage to each other, and then I can just fight Kellogg one-on-one. I'm not sure if it's going to work well, but I've just dropped to save, so I kind of want to just check if it does actually work. The interesting thing, by the way, is you're allowed to have the conversation from way further away than the game's actually anticipating. If you just get the conversation options up, and then back off, you can have them from, like, right in the doorway. Like, the boundary seems to be about here, which really works as far as I'm concerned. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that activated. Then we're going to back off until we're about here-ish. And then we're going to be sarcastic.
In 100 years, when I finally die, I only hope I go to hell. So I can kill you all over again, you piece of shit.
Movement detected.
Good line. Now, he's now hostile. Now we just go into critical. He is now enraged, and I'm running out of here right the hell now. So we now get out of here. That's absolutely fine. Just going to close the door behind us to make sure nothing actually goes wrong. And now we just sort of wait for the fireworks, really. I mean, I don't know if he's actually allowed to be. We'll see if he is. Because, like, sometimes bosses aren't even allowed to be. So it's possible that he's not allowed to be frenzied. If he's not allowed to be frenzied, then that's a shame. We'll just have to do this normally. Hello, you're the legend. You're a legendary. You're going down very quickly for a legendary. That's fine. We will grind a critical out against you. And for the 5th shot, yeah, we got a critical ready. Legendary's here. What do you have on you that's good? Violent pipe rifle. Violent's really good. Pipe rifle, however, is not. So that's a shame. Oh, it's nice he has the ammo for it. That's nice he's got that, actually. So yeah, violent pipe rifle. I wonder, actually, I'm going to take that and I'm going to play with that later. Now, next up, we've got one more crappy one. So that was the best of his guys. Question is, where's the other one? And is he... Here he is. So here's the other one of his friends. Gonna go down very quickly. Dead. And then we've got Kellogg himself, who, because he's the last one, is now marked as a quest objective. So we've actually got a view on him. And then I'm guessing he is not allowed to go that way. So let's just... Yep, screw it. I think we can do him easily, actually. So first critical. Let's see how well we can do this. So critical number 1. Alright. And then 1, 2, 3... 4. Critical number 2. Dead. Killed Kellogg in a single VATS round. Beautiful. Down he goes. Very, very nice. And he drops, of course, something very, very important, aside from like a brain augmenter and all that good stuff. Kellogg's pistol. Refills all your action points on a critical hit. This is effectively a relentless 44 revolver. It is very, very, very good. Like, ridiculously good. It's amazing, in fact. Drop a quick bit of stuff just to get my weight down. You know what? I think I've got enough fusion cells. I can probably do without kind of gathering up absolutely all of them at this point. Topic medicine if you want to. There's a nice little introduction to the Institute here, which is this stuff here is made out of aluminium, not steel. So maybe worth taking if you're interested in that. But for now, yes, and a Robco Fun as well. Good old Robco Fun. Here's a lovely clean PC here. Let's get the information we need out of that. So now we know that Sean is at the Institute, and the security doors have been cracked open, so we can very easily, quickly make our escape. I don't think there's anything else in here. There's like a few bits and pieces. There's some medicine, there's some scrap. To be honest, I'm at full capacity at this point. I don't need any more. So let's go and get our ending to Act 1 of the game. Door opens. Don't forget to turn off the turrets. Step out, and...
People of the Commonwealth. Do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
You know, to this day, I wonder where they get the rest of their vertebrates from. Oh, that's lovely. It's about 10 to 7 in the morning, just, you know, which is why we've got that lovely light there. That's just gorgeous. Because, like, you know, the whole point is we know that this thing arrived with the little kind of docks for, like, 4 vertebrates. And we see 4 vertebrates floating around here. But, yeah, even though they keep bloody crashing, just more of them keep showing up. Oh, gorgeous. It's lovely with the red there. That's really nice. That is gorgeous. Alright, and the shadow. When it says Shadow of Steel, it's not kidding. The shadow is literally passing over us right now. Because, of course, it is heading eastward. And it's first thing in the morning, so the sun is in the east. And the shadow passes by. Oh, that is lovely, isn't it? Right, let's quickly head back the way we came. Oh, uh-oh. I think we might have our first encounter with, that scrap bots over there. Go, leave them. Do not engage scrap bots under any circumstances. See, there's some super mutants over there. Engage them instead. Oh my goodness, the Brotherhood have already started arriving to help. That's amazing. The Brotherhood are actually here and they are actually helping me take out bloody scrap bots. If I didn't love the Brotherhood before, I do now. Yep, the Brotherhood, vertibirds, full strength, they're just here. They're taking the hell out of... Oh, that vertibird, by the way, is that's going to be the first vertibird that falls out of the sky of this universe. Because it's going up against scrap bots. And that's fine, but scrap bots are... Yeah, that does not stand a chance. No chance whatsoever. This is beautiful. This is the perfect, this is the perfect introduction to why this character would do a Brotherhood run. Like, the Brotherhood arrives, and a few seconds later, we just flipping run into some mutants and terrifying robots, and the Brotherhood just sweep down in a massive vertibird and just utterly destroy them. Beautiful. Take you out, you scum. Yeah, you are. Not so tough anymore, are ya? Ha-ha! In fact, I think they've actually finished up the robots now, and they're moving on to just some, like, random raiders on top of the highway. Hello. Me and you are friends now. I work for the Brotherhood. I'm an initiate. Yeah, I think in one moment there, my character was just completely 100% won over that the Brotherhood are the right way to go. That they just stormed in like big damn heroes. You know what their enemies are? Mad robots, super mutants. Yeah. This is the right way to go for this guy. And with that, we're back at Oberland Station and thus pretty much back into safe territory. I remember I said I needed more Tatoes. I desperately needed more Tatoes because I had a bit of a shortfall back at my settlement. Well, that's fine. Your Tatoes will do fine. And with no further drama, we make it home. Home, sweet home, and where I can dump all my junk. And speaking of junk, hello boy. Yo, who's a good dog? And who's carrying a whole bunch of junk for me? And all of that goes in here as well. Perfect. And oh, I think we've caught a cat. I think we have indeed caught a cat. Yes. Yes, we've got a cat. Hello. Oh, I like the cats in Fallout because they actually do look like my cat. I do have a tabby cat. My tabby cat, her name is Tabby. I didn't name her. I know it was a bit uncreative. She came with the name. We decided we didn't want to change it. So now we have a dog and a cat here. This is the best news. You're probably admittedly an Institute spy, but that's fine. Oh, dog meat. It's okay. It's okay, dog meat. Don't bully your little sister. I'll take you a bully. Now, a few anomalous little bits and pieces. The cat's going to live inside the cat box, so the cat bowl can be right there. And where's the dog bowl? That can't be right. Surely it cannot be the case that there's a cat bowl but no dog bowl. Oh, that's tragic. Dog me. I'm really sorry. Apparently I can't create a dog bowl for you for whatever reason. That's really weird. So first things first, let's just dump, let's say 100 shotgun shells into, no, not, I really hate the way the slider works. It's really hard to get the number you want. Okay, and like that. And like that. There we go. Nice. Let's put 100 shotgun things away. 10 weight. That's, yeah, shotgun. They weigh quite a lot. Fusion cells. Let's put, let's say, 500, 600 away. Let's put 600 into storage. Maybe a bit less than that. Let's put 500 into storage. Yeah, 500 into storage. That's fine. This is gonna... Okay. So I was carrying over maybe a bit too much. And 400 10mm. Yep, okay, fine. Maybe I was carrying just a little bit too much in ammo. Maybe some of you were completely 100% right. Now, the guns I've picked up this park, there's some really interesting ones. Now, the violent pipe rifle. Let's, first things first, turn that into a pistol. Now, we'll come back to that in a second, but I've kind of vaguely got a thought in mind for this sort of thing. But let's do the important stuff first. Kellogg's pistol, Relentless 44, incredibly strong. The advanced receiver at Gun Nut 4, this thing becomes slightly ridiculous. Already comes with a bull barrel, which is actually the best type already. And interestingly, only weighs 4.3 actually. If you go to the standard barrel, that weighs slightly more. For some reason, this weighs less than this. I don't know. So it already comes with a good barrel, comes with the best grip going. There's actually not a huge amount of like options on this thing. Put a reflex scope on it, obviously. And after that, it really is just a choice of how much you want to invest in Gun Nut. I personally would just kind of like wait for a gun shop to have a powerful 44 and switch it in there. I think 115 is just fine for now. The thing is, I don't like it being called Kellogg's pistol because it feels like a permanent reminder about like, you know, the fact that you're using Kellogg's handoff. So I feel like I want to rename it something a bit more appropriate, a bit more celebratory. So that's now called Kellogg's Dead, which I like a lot better. Now this thing. This thing, I'm kind of vaguely interested in thinking, how powerful could I theoretically make it? Because I wouldn't mind replacing my, I know this is going to sound bonkers, I wouldn't mind replacing my sniper rifle with a pistol. And I'm vaguely thinking, could a violent pipe weapon, if I like changed it out to the, because it takes the, not the 45, I swear there's a way to make this thing take the 308 ammo, isn't there? Yeah, that's odd. I can change it over to the 45, but I could have absolutely sworn that there was a way to make this thing take 308 ammo. and become effectively like a sniper thing. But maybe that's a different base. I'm genuinely not sure. Okay, in that case, I've got something else for this thing to do. So this weapon is going to now be made as light as possible. Whatever it takes to make it as light as possible. There we are. Light frame, 1 stub barrel, 1 standard grip, and then on top of it, we can build a long recon scope. It's time we had a recon weapon here. I don't want this thing to actually do any fighting, but as I've got Gun Nut 2 and Science 1, I do at least get a recon weapon, and it weighs 1.9. Like, it weighs under 2. That is not that bad a deal to have a long-range recon scope with my team all the time. Done. So that brings my weight up to 209. Not exactly spectacular. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in the most recent cut, it can be safely said I had a small mental breakdown, having run once again out of screws, and I've decided that's it. Never again. No more screws. We're not running out of screws. I just went and blasted the head off the guy in the boat over there just to get a level up, so I was really close to level 27. And we're taking a bloody rank of Scrapper. Right now. I don't care. We just are. You know what else I just did? I just went and spent probably like 1,000 caps just buying random crappy weapons. And I'm so happy I did. Now I can just scrap this random crappy hunting rifle and get 5 screws. 5 screws. I'd like you to know that level 27 is the level Gunslinger 4 becomes available. I just turned that down because I was so desperate at the lack of screws. Get in there, you bastards. Just cleared out Diamond City and there still weren't enough screws. Right. The plan, the thing I'd like to do. So here's the thing. This enraging powerful combat shotgun, it weighs too much. If I want to carry a gimmick weapon, I want one that reliably works. I'm just going to keep the freezing light double-barreled shotgun. In addition, I've got a better idea for carrying a shotgun round with me, because energy weapons make very, very good shotguns, and I happen to find a plasma scattergun just in a shop fairly cheaply. So let's quickly convert that into a pistol. Put a comfort grip on that. It already has the splitter on it, which is very, very convenient. Improved splitter is locked to Science 3. We'll have that very soon indeed, though. And straight away, we can get that up to 69 and 69. So this thing with a maximised capacitor is already pretty bloody powerful. Put a reflex sight on top, of course. And for only 4.6 weight, this thing is doing as good a job as you will find on pretty much any other shotgun as well. A tactical maximised plasma scattergun. This thing is really surprisingly powerful. And it gets a lot better too, because of course there is yet the improved splitter. 74/74. Not that bad for only having Gunslinger 3. So this loadout I actually quite like. It gives me a lot of flexibility. And I know I could make do with fewer weapons, but I think it's less entertaining if you have fewer weapons than you strictly actually need. So I like having like quite a few weapons. So even though I'm now carrying way more, I'm actually not doing too bad on the weight front. In fact, the weight is currently at 195. You know, not so bad. I could do better, but it's not so bad. We've now got ourselves a dedicated kind of weapon for doing the whole kind of the recon business. That's nice. That weighs like almost nothing. We've got the high capacity sniper rifle. That I do have a plan to replace, but not quite yet. But yes, I do indeed have a plan for replacing that in time. We will come to that in the future. Slightly excited pistol, utterly spectacular, still doing the job very, very nicely. My day-to-day go-to weapon. This thing, this beautiful new shotgun, handgun thing. Yeah, you really don't need a dedicated shotgun in this game. You can make do with this beautiful old girl. It's gorgeous. It just works beautifully. Plus, it's a shotgun that's effectively as powerful as any other shotgun, but holds, you know, 30 in a clip. It's really, really nice. Yeah, there you are, 4.6. Really does not weigh that much. And of course, we've got the freezing shotgun. I'm literally just carrying around 20 shots, so I'm barely carrying around any ammo for that. I'm just carrying around token ammo, so I can get the odd critical freeze if that's what I want to do. And Kellogg's dead, my new pistol. This will be an utter beast. I don't really have the ammo to make this like my main pistol yet, but if I run into trouble, yes, this will be a very, very important little kind of weapon indeed, because basically, if you've got high agility and high luck and a relentless weapon, you can pretty much stay in VATS forever, because as long as you can get to a critical hit within a single round, then as soon as you come out of the round, you can go straight back into VATS again, because your action points have refilled, and just basically repeat forever. Oh, synchronized dancing. Very, very nice indeed. So I like this. I think it works. I look forward to the comments telling me I'm carrying, you know, too many guns, but I like having options. It's more fun this way. And I'll show off the shotgun as we go forward. But yes, next time, ladies and gentlemen, well, I've no bloody clue. It depends how the vote goes. Whether we are taking grills, bears, or bacon off to Far Harbor. So, we shall see how that goes, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been the always delightful Fallout 4. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Apparently they've all decided to bring knives to a gunfight, which is a terrible idea. Oh yeah, you try charging, why don't ya? Oh dear. Never charge the man with the shotgun. Does it involve me going and killing people? Because if so, how many and where? Right, this is embarrassing. I've kind of just locked myself out of my flat. Do you happen to have a spare set of keys?